Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Thereafter, His Grace Harisanarath Prabhuji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandvat Pranam. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. His Holiness Bhakti Ashraya Vaishnava Swami Maharaj ki Jai. His Grace Shiksha Guru Rupavilas Prabhu ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrand ki Jai. Sri Namamrita. The offenseless chanting, one attains God's realization, develops mystic powers, and ultimately becomes a confidential devotee of the Lord. Narada Muni to Srila Vyasdev. Thus, he is the actual seer who worships in the form of transcendental sound representation, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who has no material form. O Brahmana, thus by the Supreme Lord Krishna, I was endowed first with the transcendental knowledge of the Lord as inculcated in the confidential parts of the Vedas, then with the spiritual opulences, and then with the intimate loving service. The communication with the Lord may, by transmission of the transcendental sound, is non-different from the whole spirit of Lord Krishna. It is completely perfect method for approaching the Lord. By such pure contact with the Lord, without offense of material conceptions, numbering 10, the devotee can rise above the material plane to understand the inner meaning of the Vedic literature, including Lord's existence in the transcendent realm. The Lord reveals his identity gradually to one who has unflinching faith both in spiritual master and in the Lord. After this, the devotee is endowed with mystic opulences, which are 8 in number. And above all, the devotee is accepted in the confidential entourage of the Lord and is entrusted with specific service of the Lord through the agency of the spiritual master. A pure devotee is more interested in serving the Lord than in showing an exhibition of the mystic power dormant in him. Sri Narada has explained all this from his personal experience, and one can obtain all the facilities which Narada obtained by perfecting chanting, the process of sound representation of Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.38 and 39. Prabhupada quote, 14th August. Husband and wife dying together, it is because asakti, attachment is there. That asakti will help him, that the wife will become husband next life, and the husband will become wife next. And in that way, they will have to take birth again. Hare Krishna. August 14, 1976, Bombay. Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrita. On one business trip, it was in 1925, he traveled through Agra, only 40 miles south of Vrindavana. Taking the opportunity, he made his first visit to holy Vrindavana, fulfilling his childhood aspiration. He loved the sight of Vrindavana, but he could spend only a day or two. Even a single day away from his sales work could be critical. As a reverent pilgrim, Abhay visited a few temples, especially the principal temple established by the followers of the Lord Chaitanya. But he had to move on. There were also risks in traveling. Once he was sitting in a train compartment in Mathura station when a monkey suddenly entered and took away his belongings. Early morning before dawn, while he was on his way to Kanpur in a two-wheeled horse carriage, the horse was going at a fast trot when suddenly it hit a large heap of rubbish in the middle of the road. The carriage turned upside down. Horse, driver, and carriage all landed in a heap, and Abhay was thrown into the air. But he landed unharmed, feeling as though he had just changed to another seat. Because Abhay sat but said nothing, the driver thought he had been knocked unconscious and became anxious. The passenger was all right, however, and the driver considered it a miracle, since the cart had so violently ejected him. Abhay took it that he had been saved by Krishna, and he remembered similar incidents, starting with his childhood when his clothing had caught on fire. Krishna had always protected him.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 11.28. Yata nadena bhavambuvekah samudrabevabhimuka travanti tata tavami naralokavira vishanti vaktranyabhi vijvalanti. Translation. As the many waves of the rivers flow into the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter blazing into your mouth. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.11.17. Nimitta matram tatrasin nirguna purusha sharbha vyaktya avyaktam idam vishwam yatra brahmati lohavat. Translation. My dear Dhruva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is uncontaminated by the material modes of nature. He is the remote cause of the creation of this material cosmic manifestation. When he gives the impetus, many other causes and effects are produced, and thus the whole universe moves, just as iron moves by integrated force of a magnet. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 4.158. गोपाला असिया कहे सुनय माधव कर्पूर चंदन अमी पैलामा sabha. Translation. Madhvendrapuri dreamed that Gopala came before him and said, "O Madhvendrapuri, I have already received all the sandalwood and the camphor. Hare Krishna."
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare. श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, हिज होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. Narad ji is explaining about his past life to Vyasadeva.
how, even being a maid servant son, only son, and how, being a maid servant, he was fortunate to have service uh, of the saints who had come for Chaturmas, and sincerely serving these saints over there and eating the remnant prasad. He got the instinct to chant the holy name with their blessing. And when he started this holy name, uh, Narad is saying that everything changed in his life. He was able to understand the spiritual things very nicely. And when we start, he was saying that when he started chanting, he had also one time darshan of the Lord, only one time. But after that, he was not able to see the Lord. But in the next life, he was promoted to be a spaceman. How that happened? Because he chanted the name of the Lord very nicely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. If we offenselessly chant, automatically all the power, mystic power, will come in his mouth. The words what he say became a brajra. Because Lord says, what if somebody wants to break my promise, I will break my promise. But if some devotee makes the promise, I will see that his promises are fulfilled. So that type of power automatically comes in the word, in the mouth of the devotees when he sincerely does the bhakti, offenselessly. As far as Srila Prabhupada quote is concerned, Ante, whatever you remember at the time of death, that type of body you will have. So at the time of death, if you are remembering your wife, you will get a wife body. And if wife is remembering the husband, you will get a husband body. Huh? So that Chakravi will go on. It will not end. So at least we have to know whom we should remember at the time of death. Here, before initiation, Srila Prabhupada, during the business trip, he visited Vrindavan. And it was very difficult for him because he was busy. So he visited some few temples. And it was very difficult to leave the seat. Because if you leave the seat, the belongings may go away. Monkeys may come. Huh? So Vrindavan may, when he used to tour, he can't leave the seat. Huh? But two incidents he remembers. One incident, accident of that cart. That how Lord saved him. It was very impossible. It was a miracle that Lord saved him. And he sat unharmed. And he is remembering Krishna. And at that time, he's remembering the childhood fire that caught him and how he was saved from the fire. So these are the indications that Lord wanted him to use him for the future mission in his seva. So these are some of the small incidents where Lord is directing him that is a very special person. As far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, Arjuna is seeing that all these soldiers are entering the blazing mouth, huh? And he is perplexed, he is feared, and he will say to the Lord, "Who are you? I am seeing in your mouth everybody eaten. Please tell me your Swarupa." And Lord says, "I am Kal. I have eaten everybody. You will be winning this war. You are just an instrument, Nimit Matra." As far as Bhagavatam is concerned, Swayambhu Muni is explaining about the greatness of the Lord, that how Lord is the real nimitta, real karana of all this creation. And he should be the cause of your brother getting killed by the Yaksha, because it was already predicted. All these things, that's why uh, Dhruv Maharaj has been giving a lesson, is getting a lesson from Swayambhu Munu, that Lord is the nimitta. So we should not try to take the certain things in our hand. CC is concerned, Lord is telling, I already got your camphor and chandana. So don't go over there. You stay over here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Today's peak attendance has been 39.